Alright, before you got a little flip through, but this will be an actual tour. This one, I panels, writing, and senses were kind of like ideas I took from the last sketchbook that I really liked, where it's just like, I don't know, I like the paneliness, I think it brings a lot of energy to it, and then kind of, yeah, doing things that I feel like appeal to your senses. Um, this was a bit of a self-portrait of me falling on my ass, slipping in the mud. Did in pen. Lots of fun. This was I saw this one little girl sitting in this little like field. Definitely did not look like this, but creative liberties were taken. And I don't know, she's playing with something. I just thought it'd be cute if it was like a little flower or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's sort of a story that I don't not much thought into, but I think it captures the kind of like paneliness and the senses vibe that I was talking about. I also said writing, but there's I think probably no writing in here because I would usually do the art and then I would be like, maybe I want to write something. I know the art is good. I don't know if the writing would be good. So I just never added any writing to it. This page and this page are actually covering up other sketches I did, which I don't think ever done before in a sketchbook, but they just really were not fitting the vibe. So I took cutouts of other sketches I've done just on like loose paper. This is at one of my friend's sites. He lives right near the ocean, and I think there's all these little boats here. I think I did a really good job of capturing it all in just like pen, like these bushes, the trees coming out of them. I think there's clarity even if it's all just black and white with pen. Really happy with it. It was a fun place to be. This is also the same place. These are like some old colonial like building that's just overgrown with a tree. So cool. Us chilling in a little like tide pool thingy, I want to call it. Some people walking down the street. I think it's a really fun collage. A lot of the houses here like mud bricks with like tin roofs, little shadow of the tree branches on top of it too. Happy with this. More panels. This I feel really good about. Just capturing a forest with just a pen. 'Cause I don't know, you see landscapes and I'm just like, how the hell are you supposed to capture it? And just really like breaking it down into, all these more darker, for the trees, they just stand out much more, and just simplifying it into like big, medium, small, and just like the heaviness of the lines here compared to a tree back there, like far back. Getting that sense of depth with like the darkness, values. This looks into the forest. This looks out of it. Little brush here, little termite mound. And this is where I would sit to get Wi-Fi year one. It'd be pouring rain if I need to send some message out for work, upload some stuff. I just had to deal with it here. So annoying. I'm at my site. My internet is much better now. I'm so happy with it. This is with like a kind of brownish pen, and really just like, yeah, really like this one. Just a house at the corner of my village. So much of this too is drawn from like life or just pictures from around my site. We planted some rice here. See my friend's kids walking through there. Really pretty area. I like the shirt too. He had like a florally design, and it's as you could tell, I really captured it well there, but like very impressionistically. But I do like it. Yeah, I think the clouds are nice too. Walking through the woods, a little past that place where we plant rice, and these girls would collect wood for their like moms to cook with. And it was funny. Like this girl here, she's just tiny, and I don't know. It was just like so hilarious to see these little kids chopping up trees, taking 20 whacks at them and struggling because they're like small, tripping over each other. It was a lot of fun. I I really like the colors here. I really like the colors here. I think I got a good vibe of how it was. Um, Sitting under a jackfruit tree. This dude lounging around on his motorcycle. Portrait of this girl that was sitting next to me. I drew them in pencil in the moment, then went over with watercolor back home. This little bundle is rice that we planted in a like just on normal land, and then we were bundling it up to go plant in the water. Just sitting around that day. Yeah, capturing people throughout the day. This is an idea that I never fleshed out. And it's alright. I'm gonna leave it at that. This is trying to get like us planting rice, but I didn't feel like finishing it out. This one was a nice little thumbnail. We were sitting around under this umbrella. It was raining after we planted all the rice, and just eating rice under that umbrella, and washing off afterwards. But I don't know. I wasn't totally sold on how I sketched this stuff out, so I just didn't finish it. This is a little watering hole where people will like wash or do their laundry here. Really nice place. In the wet season, in the dry season, it goes down a little bit, and there's not much like flow to the water, so don't go there much in the dry season. This is the same place, just like, looking out was the last picture. This is the path that goes up towards the village. Just hanging out, they'd finish eating some food. Little bamboo trees there. Palm trees in the background. This is actually the same girl here, but I wasn't feeling that one, so just ignored it. This is me planting rice with my counterpart. The Chinese are building a railroad near my site, and it was just pretty trippy to, like we walk 30 minutes out there, go to this like lowlands, like river area where we're gonna plant, and to still see construction there, like kind of big construction. Just like that unescapable construction everywhere I go. Growing up in Rio, there's just construction everywhere. And then I go here, living in a village, go plant some rice, and voila, there it is again. Here is underneath the road a little tunnel, and we washed off there afterwards. Little palm trees in the background there. Like capturing the shadow of the leaf behind the other. The kid would jump off this little tube and dive in there, even though it wasn't deep. Yeah, it's fun. It's really nice after like work a day in the fields and then to go wash off in like a natural body of water is so refreshing, and I would look forward to it. Like that is why I would go work, to go wash off afterwards. It was so fun. This is her mom and her two sons playing Sorry, I think, basically. They call it Lido, and then some tea being made on the side. A lot of color, I get the shadow of the ground here, but just didn't do it. These are the two I talked about in the other one. Um, Colors are a little different, but I like that they're different. The white here is me actually. At first, she was sitting up more straight, but then I was like, she changed, and I was like, oh my god, that's so much better. So I just went along with it, and I didn't like fill out the hair more darker. I like this kind of wash going through it, especially like how bright it is here. Just really beautiful. I like how the sun bounces off here. Yeah, tried covering it up with a white pen, but the watercolor did not go over it at all. It just like pushed it to the side. But it's okay. Sketchbook, it's fun. And this is the original. Yeah. Probably my favorite spread throughout this sketchbook. Portrait of a girl that was sitting around. This is my friend, just absolutely jacked. Look at that. What's that? Those called deltoids? This is this kid who was in the village for a little bit. I tried doing more muted colors. I was looking at James Jean's old sketchbooks, and he just had such a palette that I wouldn't use of colors. I feel like more desaturated sometimes, and in the sketchbook I was looking at, so I tried doing that here, and I'm really happy with it. This is cassava. We were pulling cassava out of the ground from my counterpart. We planted it, and is him sitting through the leaves. They grow up real tall. Bunch of dogs laying in them too. I'm happy with this one. It reminds me of like a Japanese woodblock print type thingy. Not as clean as those, but like the colors, I think has that energy to me. I was gonna do this one in all blue, but I didn't like how the eyes look, so I kind of just did my own thing away from the picture I had, and I thought this was more interesting. I should do this one again. There's this girl sitting on this like log on the street, and it reminded me of that old farm painting. I forget the name of it. There's this dude Tohole who rides a unicycle. Comes to my village time to time. His name means egg also in Susu, which is just like such a character. Dude named Egg riding a unicycle. Love it. This is some kids eating rice. Dog laying around. I really like this dark line I did under it. I feel like just that difference in weight, like you see it, like it's all like one line laying on the ground. I feel like you feel it. I want to cartoonishly make this tub massive, but it's honestly accurate to what people carry on their heads sometimes here. This is a girl next door, sick, sitting under a little cooking area in the rain. Really, I feel like there's emotion in here. I like it. These are two girls I wanted to sketch, but I just left it as pen. Lady laying down. Also like the dog thing, just like really capturing the weight of those dark lines, like here on the sides. I think it really pops. I like the contrast of how dark it is versus how bright it can be. These are some, I think, coconut trees. They were way bigger than normal coconuts. There's some different variety. They really like expand near the top too. That's not sloppy line work. That's how it is. This is my daughter in Village, as I call her. She's very lanky and just really fun to draw. I think it's like that kind of Steamboat Willie animation simplicity of just drawing tubes. I think that it's really fun to me like that. This girl playing with a doll. My daughter again. I don't know. Just yeah. It's so basically the limbs are just straight lines. Super easy to draw. Very fun. These are little fishes I made from palm leaves and just made a fun composition out of it. See, guinea fowl. Really like this one. The colors just pop so much. It's like, I don't know. It reminds me of space. Conky is the word for it in Susu. Little goat lamb eating some food. Girls braiding hair. I really like this one. Her face reminds me of art from Nicholas Namiri and just like the looseness of the hair and yeah, really fun. I like it. This is the same girl. I forget which one I did first, but I was unhappy with the face in one, so I redid it. This is this little girl sweeping. She's just adorable. I really like this. I like the simplicity of lines here. It reminds me of like some pro Disney artist sketch right here. Same girl was hitting all these poses on me. These, I forget why I did these lines, but they just made sense. It reminds me of like just alien, I don't know, petroglyphs or something. Petroglyphs, baby. Like that one. These are two palms on the beach near the house in Conakry. And some people bathing right here. Yeah, I think you could see him right there. Just those little things to get the idea. This is me in the airport. There's this flight attendant, just beautiful man. Had to draw him. Pause. This is actually the original attempt, but he looked so hideous. It did not have any, I don't know, charming style about it. And you could see other attempts right there and right there, but just carried on through with that one. Driving from Reno to Vegas, some mountains. My sister went there for her wedding. Mary, love of my life. Some girl at a pho shop. Want to make some jokes about that more, but leave it. Yeah, barely did any art in the U.S. It was like just those pages. And then I was back here. Back to the normal grind. I did slow down a lot once I came back. I was out of the groove. Really like this one. Did that in the moment too. Live. I don't know. I don't know, like this line right here, there's so much. I love it. It pops. It's got good tones. I think it's a great portrait, and very like stylized and a bit impressionistic too. This is live too. A lot of these were just messing around with pens, getting more colors in there. Yeah, this dude like I don't know, just that tubiness. I really like drawing skinny people. It's just like so fun to me. I think it's easy. This was a harvest at my friend Mike's, and we were harvesting okra, these little things here, which are low-key kind of gross. Not in the American diet, really. But they put in a lot of things here. I really was not confident with the colors, but I think this framing them well is pretty accurate. This is the beehive there. We've moved it now, but his wife and his wife's mom there, just putting them in these buckets. Massive. There's so much. Yeah, I really like this one. Very stylized. I like this hairstyle. I think it's really cool. Definitely a stylized approach to it, but I got what I want out of it. This is the same girl 3 times, and I was not getting what I wanted to get out of it, so I kept trying. And I gotta say, I still don't think I did. Washing laundry. Yeah, really, this one's fun. A landscape. It's actually from a picture my friend took, but I don't know. It looked really simple and fun to approach, and just like 1, 2, 3. Try and just use that simplicity to get a calming vibe out of it. It's my friend's site. He's went to go teach at school, and I was sitting around his compound and decided to sketch. Girl from my village. My daughter and her mom. Really like her expression. It reminds me of like a Norman Rockwell kind of exaggeratedness. Just a girl carrying something on her head. I wanted to do something more with this idea, but this little thumbnail's fine. I think it does a good job. More braiding hair. Another guinea fowl. Just bigger this time. I really think I did a good job here. And some fishes that were being gutted, and I was drawing them in the meantime. Little ducky. This is on this side street. In the afternoon, the light just hits it so beautifully from like here to there. You can see the shadow, like same ground but just shadow. I like the way it fell across, and just like there's this orange, this warmth in the palm trees or in the afternoon that I really love. And also they have some houses painted yellow and this like beautiful blue. It's a really good, pretty combination that I like. Did that live December 5th, 2023, if you want to know. And some portraits here. This girl had the most beautiful style and braids. Just looked like a princess. Had to draw her. This was just like an idea of this girl, and like I saw her hit this one kind of tilt with her shoulder for a second. I'm like, ooh, I like that. And it was gonna be a normal portrait, eyes more open, but then I just like did eyes down, kept it simple. Did a flower for funsies. Some more portraits. This girl is adorable. Yeah. No need to explain that. This is farming. It was just like mulching and pulling weeds that day, but went out with some friends. That's maybe the second. There's a video recently. Day at the Office is what it's called, and I did this live in the moment there. This one really pops. I like it. All the colors, even the little ones up there. This is that same girl I described as a princess, but from the back. It's really pretty figure. This more farming of the same nature, just a few days later, different people, different field. I really like how I left the white on top of them. I think it captures them being outside in the sun. And also, like, it was a really smoky day, and I like the simplicity of these palms in the background and how it fades off. Portraits. Really love this one. The colors are just Like this blue among all the warmth is awesome. Really like it. This is a friend site, cooking some food. We were sitting by the river. Another friend playing his bass guitar, like the cool kid he is. This is the same place. The water runs through here, and we were just farther down that way. Little mosque up there, curve of the road. This massive baobab tree. Really pretty place. Did that in the moment. All of it, the pen and the color. This I did in the moment too. It was just same river. These little mangroves back here. These are my two friends sitting on these rocks, which I also really like the rocks. Very simple, just thrown on, but I like them. But they're just framed by this golden water. The sun was setting in this direction, and it just lit up the river, and they're just so framed perfectly by the river here. I don't think I did the best job of capturing it. I do like this yellow bouncing off, though. It's just one of those moments where I was like, wow, that's perfect. And the sun lingered around a good time for me to capture it. This is in Mamu, City of Dreams. Lovely place, little mosque there. I'm trying to add more people in my sceneries. Little houses in the background up these hills. Did that live in the moment. This is a girl that lives there. I sat and ate food with her. Did this drawing while she was cooking. That was her friend. And here is a bunch of... There's a fuel depot that got blown up, and then so if anyone ever wanted to get gas, there were so many big lines, and this went on, but just capturing the kind of crowd of people waiting for it, all these cars. Yeah, during that gas shortage, which is still kind of a thing. And me just sitting around thinking, man, I want to draw something. And these ladies were making food, so I just thought I'd capture what they were doing in some sense. People have seemed to really like this one, which is neat. I don't know. I wasn't expecting much of a reception, but that one's gotten more compliments than many others. This is a pile of dogs, little puppies. I sat around with them one morning. And some lamb. I like the subtlety of both them having white here. Kind of not the clearest distinction between the two. Drawing a chicken. Kid chilling in a basket. More chickens. Brush pen work. Lady cooking. The rare pencil portrait. This one, really love. Pencil is so much fun. I just wish it didn't, smudge and fade. This was at the Carrefour intersection area near me. And all the girls from my village will go here for work, basically. They all... Seems like such a fun way of growing up. Just go there with all your gal friends, and only like 2 or 3 are really stitching at a time. Maybe someone's cutting too to help. But then the rest are just sitting around joking. Seems like a lot of fun. Did this in the moment, just sat around with them and tried to capture the idea. Tried using the orange row to kind of block it out in different sections. Here are notes of colors of how things were hitting her, but did not end up coloring it. Got lazy. She went out to do laundry. This is her and her friend. Really happy with that. Did that at the moment, and these were some little lilies growing on the side in the water. This is the same washing area earlier in the book. This is a city called Koya. Big mountain in the background, mosque. This is another volunteer, but I didn't want to start a whole new page, so I just drew over it. I think I have a good amount, a kind of like these heavy black lines as a good like rhythm to like, I don't know, break up the drawing and to make it not just like one. Yeah, you need that distinction between like heavy lines, light lines to get depth, and just like a good variety to sell the image. This was hands of a girl sewing, a little hut, dad and his daughter moving around through rice, spreading it out to dry. This is just a banana tree, another type of tree, I don't know, and I thought it'd be pretty colors, so I tried it out, and I'm happy with it. And these are the last pages here. And we're just yeah, walking off. I really like that lankiness. Seemed like a fun thing to draw. And January 30th to it was somewhere around July 10th is when I started. So like half a year for this one. Yeah, that's it.